famous, Abraham Lincoln, quotes, "Stand with anybody that stands right. Stand with him while he is right and part with him when he goes wrong." I never had a policy. I have just tried to do my very best each and every day. I never had a policy. I have just tried to do my very best each and every day. True patriotism is better than the wrong kind of piety. I have great respect for the semicolon. It is a mighty handy little fellow. If we could first know where we are, and whither we are tending, we could then better judge what to do, and how to do it. I want it said of me, by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. I want it said of me, by those who knew me best, that I always plucked a thistle and planted a flower where I thought a flower would grow. Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them. If there is anything that a man can do well, I say let him do it. Give him a chance. These men ask for just the same thing, fairness, and fairness only. This, so far as in my power, they, and all others, shall have. A woman is the only thing I'm afraid of that I know will not hurt me. The way for a young man to rise is to improve himself in every way he can, never suspecting that anybody wishes to hinder him. The leading rule for the lawyer, as for the man of every calling, is diligence. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. I have talked with great men, and I do not see how they differ from others. Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us, to the end, dare to do our duty as we understand it. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. Public sentiment is everything. With public sentiment, nothing can fail. Without it, nothing can succeed. Among the friends of union, there is great diversity of sentiment and of policy in regard to slavery and the African race. Among us, I hold that while man exists, it is his duty to improve not only his own condition, but to assist in ameliorating mankind. Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new at all. The time comes upon every public man when it is best for him to keep his lips closed. Some single mind must be master, else there will be no agreement in anything. Standing as I do, with my hand upon this staff, and under the folds of the American flag, I ask you to stand by me so long as I stand by it. I do not think I could myself be brought to support a man for office whom I knew to be an open enemy of, and scoffer at, religion. It is a quality of revolutions not to go by old lines or old laws, but to break up both and make new ones. It has so happened in all ages of the world that some have labored